What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got a demo review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the new demo from the band Dark Rain, entitled Power Resurrecting Death. This is self-released. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Houston, Texas, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very fiery, old-school, traditional style of death metal. I got contacted by my very good friend Ruben of Imprecation about this particular project, and in learning more about what Dark Rain was, I was very excited to know about what was going to be being brought forward with this latest reincarnation. This is a death metal band that has some really deep ties to the earlier days of Texas metal, most notably towards the end of the 80s, towards the beginning of the 90s. This is a project that put out a multitude of demos, a couple of demos in 1989, The Malediction and Mayhemic States, and a demo in 1990 entitled Immolated Slaves. Just some really traditional, old school to the roots style of death metal. Very respectful, very traditional, and this was around the time that death metal was starting to get more and more in the trenches of being noticed and recognized amongst people in the public eye. Of course, ever since those releases, of course, Ruben has gone on to do Imprecation, Morbus 666, and be involved in a slew of other different metal projects, as has been the case for the rest of the band members involved. But we fast forward 25 years later to now, and a majority of the band members from the 1990s lineup of this band has reformed and decided to get back in the mix of making music again. And we have this brand new demo. What this demo basically is a handful of songs taken from the first couple of demo releases from this band, and the inclusion of a never-before-heard song, redone and brought forward to some new ears. And upon listening to this demo, it really makes me excited for what this band is going to be bringing towards for not only Texas metal, but for death metal in general. These guys still know how to do their job well. They still know how to play their music very well, and the music, it shows itself very nicely. From the way it's produced to the way it's presented, this feels like authentic, genuine, old school death metal done properly and done right. Yeah. It's only 5 tracks, and it runs around 15 minutes in length, but I think that this is a very welcome return for a band like this. I mean, you hear it on the first couple of tracks like Mayhemic States and Desanctified Deceased. Just the riff work, the way the songwriting is, the frantic soloing, the good bass work. There's just a lot to dive into when it comes to listening to the music of this release. The drumming is incredible. I love the way that Ruben handles himself here. Very good and fast pace going for it. It almost has a bit of an older, thrashier sort of vibe going on for it. I mean, I want to think of stuff like maybe Slaughter or Dark Angel or something along that line. That's what I feel when I hear something like this, and it brings back those classic sort of vibes and mentalities going on here. The drumming works out very well. I love the riffing. I love the soloing. The vocals are incredible too. I love the way the vocals are being handled here. Very understandable, very powerfully done, very good delivery, understandable, but this vocalist has a very evil sort of underbelly going for him, and just the way he says things and does things works out really well. Even a song like Onslaughter, which I believe is the song that is sort of newish to this project. It's a short track, but you get a lot for what you're gonna hear on that one short song. I think it's really awesome. But if you're a fan of death metal, if you're into old Texas metal, you're going to find something to enjoy with this new release. I'm very excited for what Dark Reign is going to be bringing to the future, and I'm happy that this band is back up and running again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you a link in the description box to the song Mayhemic States, which I believe is currently streaming on SoundCloud. I believe Danny from Importation does a guest solo on that track, and he has that song streaming exclusively. And if you want to get a hold of a physical copy, you can contact the band through their Facebook page or contact Ruben Elizondo directly. This is pretty DIY as it gets, pretty much a jewel case, CDR, information on this side, really cool artwork going on here. So this is as DIY as you can do it. So again, the demo is Power Resurrecting Death by Dark Reign. This is self-released. Go support this. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until the next time, Army Ho out.